I think we're live. Are we live? You can't see Elise. I don't even know which. We do true crime events. We don't do live broadcasting. So welcome to True Crime Tuesday, everybody. I am Kevin Balfe. I'm the executive producer of CrimeCon. This is, of course, the biggest day of the year. We've survived Thanksgiving. We survived Black Friday. We made it through Cyber Monday. Finally, we've gotten to our day, True Crime Tuesday. I don't know how you guys cut. Can you take the one with Elise on it? Can we see Elise? Anyone? Yep. This is Elise.
Hello.
You don't have your reindeer thing on. We're going to need that.
I forgot.
We're going to need to, okay. Elise, have you made plans for True Crime Tuesday yet?
These are my plans.
But I mean tonight, how are you celebrating officially?
I'm going to pop some champagne.
Okay. All right. Well, that does not sound like what I expected from you. So as you can see, there's a very large wheel behind us. And this wheel is going to play a very important part of True Crime Tuesday. I don't know where I'm looking. So everyone's watching, you're going to pretend I'm looking at the right camera. This wheel is going to play a very large role in today's event, as you are going to see. We are going to spin this wheel because we have a little bit of an addiction to wheels.
Yep.
If you've been to CrimeCons before, Indianapolis, this wheel debuted, Indianapolis. We brought it to Nashville, and now it's here for True Crime Tuesday. There's also a digital wheel on our website. Yep. Beginning to think that whoever keeps coming up with the wheels has a slight obsession and should maybe see somebody for that. Not me. It's not me. Anyway, we are going to spin this wheel 5 times today, and 5 different insiders are going to get something on this board. It's a very fair contest. You can see larger spaces, smaller spaces, but the one we have to point out, because last night this came to us that we needed a mega prize, is the one that we've currently put it on, which is a decade of CrimeCon tickets. 2 standard tickets to CrimeCons for the next
10 years.
Is it crazy? Have we gone loco?
Yes.
I think so. If that hits, I said to the team, if that hits, we should have confetti and fireworks and all sorts of things, or like maybe there's something that we do as a challenge to just have fun and show, how crazy that was that it hits. And ultimately, because it's this team, the idea was, well, we should open champagne. So if that hits, we are also going to magnanimously drink this bottle of champagne in your honor. So we do hope that hits, but if it doesn't, there's a lot of other fabulous prizes. Elise, why don't you tell us about some of the amazing prizes on this wheel?
We've got $250 off Crime Cruise.
What is Crime Cruise?
It's CrimeCon, but on a boat.
Oh, that's a great way to say that. It's like an elevator pitch. You worked on that.
Exactly.
Yes. Crime Cruise is actually next October 2020, and it's going to be cold cases. So cold case mystery programming, plus a vacation on a ship in the Caribbean.
Yep.
Sounds incredible.
Bahamas.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have on here? Call out a few of your favorites.
We've got a $100 merch store credit, which is my favorite because I love merch.
You sort of run the merch store.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this, for example, you could purchase something like this.
It's very comfortable.
Basically a detective also. Also to your side here, again, don't know if we can see it on the camera, but we've got some gift packs that are like toiletry bags, cosmetic bags, filled with, is this a real one? Or okay. Filled with fabulous things that we had a lot of fun creating that are very punny, like the Unabomber chapstick, my personal favorite.
Which I use daily.
Those are fun. And then the other thing I wanted to point out was, because this is obviously the real last day of our sales, and we put together this year. Every year we do something a little bit different. This year we felt like, listen, it's a predominantly female heavy event, and so we thought, if you're wanting to go to CrimeCon, how do you sort of like nudge your significant other to buy you CrimeCon as a gift? So first of all, we put together a page, Leah, that is crimecon.com/cc gift guide.
Yes.
Crimecon.com/cc gift guide, which is a male focused page. So it's like, as a guy, I can say it very much leads the horse directly to the water. Like it takes you through the page, exactly what she may want. But one of the things is, if you have a husband or a boyfriend that might buy you a CrimeCon gift, they may not know exactly what event you want to go to. Do you want to go to Orlando? Do you want to go to Chicago? Do you want to go on the cruise? So we put together these really cool gift boxes this year, which they can buy a gift card, which you can then use for any event that you want. And one of the things inside the card, which you guys will love, and we'll let you in on a little secret, is it says, "Are you basically a detective?" And then when you open it, it's got a cipher. So if you are a detective, you will be able to solve the cipher and sort of know what's happening. And if you fail at that, we have a little hint on the back. But anyway, I love this year. I thought this came out really nice. And I mean, who wouldn't want to get this under the tree? Okay, so with all of we've got other stuff. You can save 10% off Insider and everything else. And we should mention before we get to the wheel, I was told I have to keep teasing the wheel. I can't spin the wheel yet because that's not how you get people to watch. You have to do this at the end of the show. But we do promise that this show is like 7 minutes long, so it's going to be very quickly. But you have to be an insider to be eligible for the drawing that's happening over here. So the way it's going to work is we're going to draw an insider, so we're going to know the name, which is going to be really exciting. Then we're going to spin the wheel and find out what that insider got. So we're going to do this again at 4 o'clock Eastern. So if you're watching and you're not an insider, you do have whatever it is, almost 2 hours to still sign up. We will rerun the list before the 4 o'clock, and then we're going to do 3 more spins during the 4 o'clock Eastern show. So we're going to do 2 spins today, now 3 spins at the 4 o'clock show. But before we do, teasing, we have to talk a little bit about what's going on here at CrimeCon HQ. A bunch of exciting things. So first of all, we just came off an event called CrowdSolve in Seattle, which was our first ever event of this type. And if you don't know what CrowdSolve is, I don't have quite the elevator pitch that Elise had on the cruise, but it is essentially a single cold case for an entire weekend. We open up the case file, we work with the detectives who have the case, we work with the family, and then we bring in a bunch of our CrimeCon experts. So in Seattle, we brought in Karen Smith, who's fantastic on crime scene reconstruction, Mark McClish, a former U.S. Marshal who does statement analysis, Dr. Godwin from the criminology side, a whole slew of folks who are just incredible at their piece of the case file. Then we go into breakout groups, we break it up, we do means, motive, opportunity work, we do timeline work. It is a real deep dive into what it's like to be a cold case detective. And to boot, I'm not going to say, I don't know what's going to happen with the case that we took on, but I will say that the final report we're delivering back to the sheriff's office is chock full of incredible leads, theories, ideas. They could not be more excited with what our folks have provided them.
That? Like 20?
18-page report, which came from a case analysis report that every individual attendee filled out after the case. So that's the CrowdSolve component of it. We took sort of the massive information and then distilled it down. And we're able to tell Thurston County, who's the sheriff's office, 87% of attendees believe this person should be a person of interest, those sorts of things, which again, for them, trying to figure out sort of what's the noise versus what's the signal, really, really helpful to them. We are doing that again in Chicago, different case file, but if that's your kind of event, if you're like a real deep dive cold case person, Chicago is where you want to be, especially since it will be cold. I've heard that from a few people. Why did you guys pick Chicago in February?
We've heard that a lot.
We will be indoors. I promise red wine and fireplaces. So I think it'll be a nice experience. So that's our next thing. And then of course, CrimeCon 2020 Orlando. Where am I looking, Joe? I just don't want to. This one here? Or Greg? Sorry. CrimeCon 2020 Orlando. I don't know. We say the biggest and best CrimeCon every year, but I think we've done 3 CrimeCons now. We've learned every year. Orlando is by far, in terms of a venue, the most space we've had to work with. It's our masterpiece will be painted on this canvas. Plus, it's Orlando. I mean, if you're not a Disney person, you've got Universal. I keep hearing from Merritt that Harry Potter World may exist down there now. So tons to do in Orlando. We've been down there a bunch of times for site visits, and every time we've been so impressed with how much there is to do.
Yeah, and the hotel is a resort with a pool and a pool bar and
maybe a spa.
Maybe
a spa. And then after that, we've got Crime Cruise. So October 2020, we are sailing from Miami, going to the Caribbean. It's going to be a real different experience because it's a true sort of vacation experience. So we are going to, from a programming perspective, really lean into the fact that we are on a ship. We're sort of letting our hair down. If you've been to CrimeCon, it'd be weird if you're an insider and you haven't been to CrimeCon, but thank you. But if you've been to CrimeCon, you know a lot of the sessions are extremely heavy, extremely emotional, extremely educational. We're going to pull sort of the best of that for the cruise, but also while acknowledging that true crime trivia is going to be a thing. You want to sing karaoke with, I don't know, Nancy Grace? Sure. We'll make that happen. There'll be some fun components as well as the education and the deep dives into cold cases. So all of that said, all those events today, if you are interested in one and have not signed up, I have 2 reasons to do it today. Number 1, this is a hack only for people watching. Go to the website,
CC, what's the holiday one? CrimeCon.com. It's really right from the homepage.
Holiday?
CC Holiday. Sure, thanks. You can see it right in the bottom of your, no, just kidding. Go to CC Holiday, crimecon.com/CC Holiday. And when you link over to buy a gift card, a real gift card, you're going to be taken to a Shopify page we built that has our version of the digital wheel. It's going to let you spin that wheel. And here's a small hint. Everybody wins. Okay, there's no losing on the wheel. So you're going to win something from 5% to 50% off.
Maybe not the first time you spin.
No, I changed it.
Okay.
Yeah, you will now. You don't even have to spin multiple times. You will win between 5 and 50% off. You can then immediately apply that discount to a CrimeCon gift card, which you can buy. That gift card number is then essentially cash in terms of our registration system, and you can go and register for an event. So people are always asking us, like, how do I get discounts? How do I get in for, less money for certain events and everything else? Honestly, that is a little bit of a roundabout way because it's a little bit of a hack. But if you don't want to try to get your significant other to buy you something for Christmas and you just want to do it yourself, today's the last day. Also, we haven't really announced this publicly yet, but prices on all three of those events are going up 1-1. So all of the advanced early bird sort of pricing is all ending 1-1, and prices will be higher in the new year anyway. So a sort of de facto discount there. I'm done with like all of this other nonsense. I'm ready to get to the good stuff. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, we can't spin it. We have to.
Okay.
All right. So step one, we are going to pick a random drawing of an insider. So Leah's got a random number generator through Google here. She's going to hit it. So what's our number, first of all? 240. So now she's going to go down the list of insiders to number 240.
Which is Crystal Mundy.
Crystal Mundy. That's a C-R-Y?
C-R-Y.
Crystal Mundy. Okay. Well, Crystal, if you're watching, this is going to be super exciting. If you're not
lucky
watching,
day.
we'll email you later. There's no loss on this wheel. You're going to win something. So I think you have to do the honors for the first one. Yeah. Give it a good, this is like, what's that game show where it has to go all the way around once? Like it has to go around.
Okay. So
Price is Right?
Okay.
Price is Right,
I'm going to be really aggressive then.
Give it a good spin.
All right.
All right, Crystal, here we go. Decade. I feel good about this one. I feel good about it.
So loud.
Oh, there goes the decade. No, it's gonna come around. Oh,
Wow,
very
that's a good
nice.
one.
Well, those were two good spots too.
Yeah.
So 2 tickets to CrimeCon. So Crystal, if you're not already registered for Orlando, congrats. You're going if you want. Also happy to defer those to 2021 in a city that I was just about to name and forgot that it's not out there. So I will not do that. But you can tell us that. We will email you with full instructions. But 2 tickets to CrimeCon that's awesome.
And you're
Congrats.
welcome, Crystal.
Happy True Crime Tuesday, Crystal. All right, random number 2. We need like a drum roll or something. This is real. Thank you.
Number 143.
143 is a great number. It's my son's birthday.
Lynn Cummings.
Lynn Cummings.
Aww.
Lynn Cummings. All right, Lynn, well,
Lynn
if you're
deserves
watching,
this.
also congrats on getting drawn. And I feel good about this one for Lynn. But I
Me
think we
too.
should have somebody, Leah, I think you should
Leah,
spin.
you need to
come
spin.
around. Yeah, Leah's going to come in. There's a little bit of equipment here, so give her a second. Leah, you're going to need a hat, though. We need a hat for Leah. You can't be on camera without a hat. Now, I asked Merritt to purchase some hats, and what she did was buy 4 Santa hats and 1 elf hat. You'd think it would be the other way around, like there's 1 Santa with numerous elves, but she decided to have multiple Santas with 1 elf, and so our elf, let's have you come in, and you're going to make this spin for Lynn. Leah, everybody,
Reach it.
Hello.
if you'd like to complain about anything related to Insider, Crime Cruise, CrowdSolve, Leah's your person. Here we go.
Are you ready?
Yep. All right, we have a valid spin. Now, where is the decade? Here it goes. Uh-oh, I like this. Lynn, a little bit more. All right, also good.
Still good.
150 off, Lynn. We will email you. Again, if you're not coming, you just saved, or you can apply that to any event you want. All right, thank you guys for watching. We're back here at 4 o'clock Eastern to do 3 more spins. I'll probably talk less, which is also a bonus for everybody. If you're not yet an insider, sign up by 4 o'clock. We're going to run the list again, and we're going to hopefully give away a decade.
10% off.
And Insider is 10% off. Thank you for the
Today.
marketing plug. And I want to give away the decade, and I want to open that champagne.
Me too.
It's
I
going to
wanna drink
happen.
it.
4 o'clock. See you back.